Hello everybody, what's up? My name is Strike, and welcome back to LEGO Batman 3. In today's episode, we're just going to be highlighting the Batman Beyond, or I believe it's probably supposed to be called Batman of the Future, but I don't care, it's the Batman Beyond character pack. This is one of the DLCs that when it was announced, I was assuming that there was going to be a level attached to it, but it's not. It's the first, basically, characters-only DLC, and it's pretty cool. We get a ton of characters from basically from the TV show animated series of Batman Beyond, and we're basically just going to take a look at the characters that are included. Now, since there's no level attached to it, that gives me more time to just go over these characters in full detail and show you all the little features that they have, because in my Arrow DLC pack, I pretty much just skimmed over the characters that were in it. I didn't really describe all their functions and abilities and stuff. So we're just going to check out Batman Beyond here. Look at him. This is Terry McGinnis Batman, and as you can see, he's got pretty much the same idle animations that the regular Batman has. He even does the thing where the cape, where he covers up his his body with his cape, even though his cape isn't really out right now. But let's go ahead and take a look at him. As you can see, he's basically got the same functions as Batman. He fires batarangs, which is pretty cool. Like, they appear to be red batarangs, which is awesome. He can fly with his little jet boots and his red wings that vanish when he is not flying, which is awesome. But basically, he's got all the same skills as Batman with a little bit of extra cool flying things added in there. He's pretty awesome. This is probably one of the best looking Batman characters in the game. As you can see, running behind me here is Ace the Bat-Hound, but the TV show version, and he is pretty much just a black lab, or probably not a black lab, but he's like a black dog with basically a little collar on him, and he's got his white eyes from the show, which is awesome. He's one of the main characters from the show. I mean, he's not exactly like a character who talks or anything. He's just a dog, but he's a pretty important character to the show, and he's pretty awesome. It's just another animal character to have. Now, the next character is Blight. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I've seen not a lot of things from Batman Beyond, but I am familiar with this character somewhat. As you can see, he fires his little, I don't know what you would call it, green things. Like his radioactive juices or something. Like, he lights up, basically. He's a illumination character, and he's got a laser, as you can see. He can destroy stuff with his laser thing, and then he's got basically, the design is cool because he's got this really awesome torso with no back printing, surprisingly, or well, no back design, I should say, since he's not in a physical Lego figure. But he's got like the classic skull head from the old sets, which is awesome. That's something that I'm kind of glad they did. They didn't have to come up with a whole design for him. Now we're moving on to one of the big figs. I think he's the only big fig from this thing, actually, which is Bonk. If you have not seen, I don't know about his presence on the show, but I do know that he is pretty much he's not in it the entire time, but he's in the Batman Beyond Return of the Joker movie, and he's one of the members of the Joker's gang, which is pretty awesome. I would have probably preferred pretty much instead of since I'm not familiar with the show, like I mentioned, not too familiar at least, I've seen a few episodes, I would have loved at least one of the DDs, so that you could set your other character as the other DD and cheat, basically. Those two are probably one of my favorite things about the show. But yeah, we got Bonk. He's basically just a big fig, does big fig things. Doesn't seem to have any other abilities. Can't fly or anything. So yeah, that's Bonk. I didn't expect him to fly, but Then we have Bruce Wayne from the show. Now, Bruce Wayne is still alive in this show, and he's basically kind of not really the Alfred to Terry McGinnis. Terry McGinnis is actually kind of his assistant, or at least that's his supposed to be his secret identity. He's supposed to be Bruce Wayne's assistant, but he's really his Batman. Well, he basically sits at the Bat computer and operates kind of as his Oracle. Although I do know in the show that Bruce Wayne has some involvement in certain episodes, like helping out Terry McGinnis in more ways in which he is present to the action, which is pretty awesome. As you can see, he's got kind of like, he doesn't have the like typical Bruce Wayne things. He's got kind of like, you know, the old man thing going on. He's got his cane, which he can shoot, or not, he can shoot, he can throw, hit stuff with, and he runs with it. Basically, he can sprint, but I don't know how. He's pretty, oh wow, I just fell down there. He can sprint, but I don't really know how since he's so old. Must really hurt. He does have some funny idle animations, kind of making fun of his joking. He's got a scar, like under his right eye, and I honestly forget how he has that scar. I don't remember if they ever explained it. I haven't seen the episodes of the show that I have seen. I haven't seen in a long time, and I'm assuming this is Ink. I remember this character from the show. I don't remember if her name is actually Ink. I'm assuming it is. It's just spelled differently, obviously, and she's kind of got like the Plastic Man animations here, where she kind of stretches out, and like whenever she slams down on the ground, she's got kind of like the inky kind of substance coming out, and she can shoot her ink, and she can't do anything else other than that, really. But she's a pretty cool design, actually. Like, I really like the colors on her are pretty awesome. And next is one of the bigger characters from the series. Now, this is the Joker, basically from the Return of the Joker movie, where the Joker somehow returns, if you have to see the movie to find out how, but he somehow returns to the future, and it doesn't make sense because of how Batman remembers the Joker. Let's just say that he quits, and he remembers, quote-unquote, quitting. But, yeah. And, honestly, he would have been way cooler without the gun. I'm kind of annoyed by how many characters have a gun like this. Like, I know the Batman from the 75th anniversary pack had a gun like that. Oh, he just put it away, so that's nice. And he pulled it out again. That's great. But anyway, I like the characters without the guns. I wish more characters could put them away, at least. Hey, at least he can put it away. That's convenient. But yeah, that is the Joker. He's pretty cool. Now here's Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze has basically got like the same things. Basically, for the most part, got the same things the actual in-game Mr. Freeze has. One thing you will notice here, and does he? Oh, okay, and that was just a glitch then. When you hold down Y, in the animated series and in Batman Beyond, I'm assuming, he can do this thing where he loses his body to his disease, and or his condition, I should say, and he basically has to put his head in a jar, and he has a cyborg body, and has this weird, like, spider thing that comes out, and he can use, and he just which is kind of cool, is that he can leave his body behind, like, it doesn't have to tag along. But, like, you can't attack, like, all it does is, like, jump and run around, basically. It doesn't attack, but when you hold Y, you can, it jumps right back onto his body, and you can become Mr. Freeze again. But that is it for Mr. Freeze, and that is it, basically, for this DLC pack. Can I go back to Joker, actually? Alright, you know what? I'm going to go back to, instead of Joker, I'm going to go back to Bruce Wayne, because he's more of an involved character. But anyway, this has been pretty much the Batman Beyond DLC character pack for Xbox 360. In case you didn't know, Xbox 360 literally just got this recently. The Arrow pack came out a few days ago. It came out on Wednesday, and today is technically Saturday. You'll be watching this on Saturday, and it's literally just now Saturday as I'm recording this, basically. But yeah, this came out in December pretty much for all the other consoles, and Xbox 360 is just now getting this, which is really annoying. It took them a little bit longer, or no, it took them a little while to put the Arrow DLC out for the Xbox 360. Like, it came out a while after, like, the PlayStation and Xbox One releases, but hey, at least we got that, like, technically on its first day. This took pretty much a month to come out, and it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know why Microsoft took so long to upload this, but honestly, I'm just gonna go and say there's not really any excuse for it. They should have had this out, unless it was so buggy that, like, it would have, like, corrupted everyone's Xboxes or something. They probably should have explained it, but I have a feeling they're not going to. But anyway, that has been it for this episode of LEGO Batman 3. Just a quick little highlight of this awesome Batman Beyond character pack. It's only $2 in the Xbox Live store and PSN network thing. Go ahead and grab it. It's pretty awesome. The characters are awesome. See, he's doing that cape thing even though he doesn't have his cape out. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this awesome LEGO Batman 3 video, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.